Hello and welcome back to Charlie's Diary, guys. This is Justy, and today actually it is going to be a boring thing. So this is slightly out of my style, but for the sake of a few of my subscribers, I'm actually doing this for them. So kindly bear with me and please don't sleep in between because this video involves a lot of mathematics, and I hate numbers. To be frank, I don't like it, and so it's going to be boring, I'm telling you in advance. So what we are going to do is we are actually going to analyze every drill. Analyze in the sense we are going to find out how much value for money each drill is actually giving you, okay, by finding out certain things. So we are doing drill analysis, and based on that, how you train a player individually, that is what we are going to do. And we will look into it. So please don't sleep in between. Okay. And also, I'm telling you in advance, I apologize for this kind of a video because I'm not interested. First of all, I'm not interested in doing such kinds of videos because it is really boring when somebody is talking about numbers. It is hard to actually convey what I have in mind, especially when you explain numbers. It is really tough for the other person to actually get it. So that is why I don't actually do this, but for the sake of a few who needed help, I'm doing this. Okay, so kindly bear with me and please don't press that dislike button, okay? Because I know this is not the video that you are expecting, but please kindly do bear with me for this one, okay? All right, so let's get on with drill analysis and how you actually come to a conclusion. So basically what we are going to do is we actually convert all the drills to a very hard drill. Okay, what we have here now is we have a few set of drills, which is easy, um, medium, very easy, hard, and very hard. Okay, so we are going to generalize every drill to the same experience and same condition. Okay, that's what we are going to do, and we are going to find out which drill actually gives you the best value for money. Value for money in the sense how you can save the conditions when you train, because when you train a uh, when you do a training for an individual player, you actually train at least, like, for somewhere like 200 or 300 greens you train, right? I mean 200 or 300 drills you train. So over the period of 300 drills, you can actually save, like, the 30 to 40 greens can be saved if you actually choose the drills properly. So that's what we are going to look at. So I've created an Excel sheet here. It has all the drills that is in our game, and it has all the experience and the condition that is lost. Okay, so everything is has been put here just to save time and energy of yours. Okay. Anyway, so as you all know that every drill is actually related with each other in mathematically. What I mean is, if you do a very easy drill two times, you get an easy drill, which means there is always a multiplication factor. Similarly, if you do it two times, you get a medium drill. If you do it three times, you get a hard drill. All this with a difference of 0.75 in terms of condition and 1 in terms of experience. So a very easy drill holds 0.75 condition loss and 1 experience. Similarly, when you do it 5 times, it matches with a very hard drill, which is 3.75 condition and 5 experience. Okay, so there is always a multiplication factor involved with all the drills. So now what we are going to do is we will be actually equalizing all the drills to one single type of drill, like all the very easy drills, medium, hard, everything will be shifted to a very hard drill by finding out what that multiplication factor is, and from there we will actually take it to a from there we will actually kind of analyze it and find out which of the drills actually give you the best results. Okay, like, all these drills give you experience, and based on experience only every skill and every ability is gained. Okay, so we will look into it and see how it is done. All right, so the first thing we are going to do is we are going to find out experience gained per skill. Okay, now we will be taking into account only pass, go, and shoot, and from there we will actually copy the formulas to all the other drills so that it gets easy. Okay, so experience per skill. Now pass, go and shoot has three skills: your passing, shooting and speed. Okay, now it gives an experience of total of two, right? And it has three skills. So experience per skill is actually basically a division. So two experience divided by three skills gives you experience gained per skill, which means passing gives you 2 by 3, 2 by 3 basically, it's 2 by 3, and that much skill is actually gained. So 2 by 3 is basically, I think that's around zero point 0.6. So zero point 0.6 skill is actually gained per skill, right? So now, to make it easier, we will actually add a formula to actually count the number of skills. Okay, so that makes it easy rather than doing everything one by one. So we will actually put that formula here and actually drag it down further, so that we will get uh, all the skills. All right. Okay. 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 So now we have actually calculated all the experience required for all the drills. Okay. Now what you must understand is, with 1.5 condition lost, okay, with pass, go and shoot, we actually gain zero point 0.6 experience on passing, zero point 0.6 experience on shooting, and zero point 0.6 experience on speed. Similarly for the pass counter attacks, 1.25 on passing, crossing, finishing and creativity. All right, so that is the basic meaning. Now why this experience? You might have a question, why are you calculating experience? Because we will get to that. I will explain to you why when we actually complete it. Okay, now what we have to do again is to find that conversion factor. Our goal is to actually make every drill to a very hard drill, meaning every drill should lose a condition of 3.75, and every drill should have an experience of 5, and from there we will actually calculate the experience gained on every skill, which will give you an idea which drill is actually giving you the best, or saving you most conditions. Okay, to do that we will actually calculate the conversion factor. Okay, so we want all the drills to be around 3.75, right? The condition loss should be 3.75. So the highest condition that we have is 3.75. So with pass, go and shoot, you lose 1.7 1.5 condition. So the conversion factor is actually, we want it to be 3.75, so 3.75 by the the current condition of the drill, which is 1.5. So when you divide that, you get the conversion factor, or in short, in I can explain it better by telling you, when 1.5 is multiplied by 2.5, or the value that you get here, which is 2.5, you get 3.75. Okay, so when you do pass, go and shoot 2.5 times, your condition reaches 3.75 and your experience gets to 5. Okay, now we will extend all this to all the drills. So we have the conversion factor now. Now we have a clear idea how much to how many times you have to do each drill to actually make it very hard drill. Okay, so the idea is, when you do it 2.5 times, you get 5 experience and 3.75 condition loss. Now I know that you can't do a drill 2.5 times, I know that, but for the sake of calculation, let's keep it that way. Okay, and we will understand it a little further. Now what you have to do is, we have to equalize all the drills, meaning by equalizing all the drills, I mean to actually shift all the experience from what they normally get to this very hard type. Okay, when you do it very hard, what you get, okay, the experience that you gain. So what you have to do is, you have to just multiply this conversion factor with the experience that they normally get. So you get the experience for a very hard drill. If the same drill is converted to a very hard drill, how much they get, you'll get it. Okay, so we'll just do that by actually multiplying that with this 2.5. 2.5 into zero point 0.6 will give you the experience for the uh, whole thing. Now let's drag it down to all the drills. Okay, now let's make it a little fancy by actually adding some color codes. Okay, so that we will understand, by 3 colors will be fine: green, red and yellow, right? Here also, for the equalizing factor, for the maximum experience also we'll add that, so we'll get an idea. Okay, so now we have all the drills converted to 3.75 condition loss and 5 experience. All the drills are equal now. Okay, so now with equal drills, what you must understand is every drill gives you so much experience per skill. This is actually for one particular skill what we are talking about. Okay, so this pass, go and shoot gives you 1.66 skills, I mean experience points per skill, which is passing, either shooting or speed. Okay, similarly fast counter attacks gives you only 1.25. You see the difference here when you equalize all the drills. Some of the drills actually give you very less experience, and the reason for that is actually it is because it is having four skills. Actually all the drills are same, only difference is it has the higher the number of skills that you actually have in a drill, the lesser the experience that will be gained on per skills. Okay, now why experience? Because every skill that is gained is actually based on the experience. Now for training a special ability or even every skill, now for a special ability you need a 16 experience points to gain one cone. Okay, now with every 16 experience points gained you get one cone. Now based on the special ability you train, you actually get the number of cones will be varied. Okay, now a total of 800 experience points is required to actually train a DC, or I mean an additional role. Okay, an 800 experience point is required. So with every 16 experience points you get one cone. So likewise, now we are not training in a player individually by just doing it one or two times. We are doing it at least, like, 200 or 300 times. One drill is performed 200 or 300 times. Now when you do that, when you actually do a drill 200 or 300 times, this experience actually does make a difference in the skills gained. Okay, you can make it, no, you can make it out just by thinking it a little sensibly, meaning when you do a drill for 50 times, you can actually see it here only. I'll just make a small calculation. So it's basically 50 into your 1.6 will give you an idea how much experience you gain when you do a drill 50 times. Okay, so the basic idea is 50 into 1.6 will give you somewhere in the range of 83. Okay, so now let's extend it all this to all the other drills. So now the basic idea is with fast counter attacks you only get 62.5, and with a pass, go and shoot you get around 83. Now consider it this way. Now every skill gained requires experience points. For the sake of calculation, let's keep it to 10. It's somewhere around 12, but for the sake of easy calculations, let's keep it to 10. So when you do pass, go and shoot uh, like this, you get around 83 points, which means you get 8 skills of passing, 8 skills of shooting, and 8 skills of speed if your experience points is 10. Whereas your fast counter attacks gives you only 6 skills, provided you get 4. Okay, basically the number of skills gained are same. 8 into 3 gives you 24, and 6 into 4 also gives you 24, but the thing is you are actually training one skill unnecessarily. So what you must do is you must actually scrutinize the drills to the amount of skills required with the lesser number of skills that you have. The lesser number of skills in a drill actually gives you more value in terms of condition spent. Okay, so as an example we will just see how to train a DC with this method, what I normally do. Okay, so we will look into that, and just by looking into this system. Okay, so now we will be using only the green and the yellow. We will be avoiding all the red and red and orange. Okay, we will be avoiding that. We will only use green and yellow drills. So now DC has 5 defending skills unlocked, so I'll be using hold the line to get marking and position, which covers 2 of the defending skills. Then you have warm up, which with warm up you cover the heading also. So now 3 of the defensive skills are covered, like marking, position, heading. Now what is left is tackling and and bravery, right? Now, for tackling, I am going to use one-on-one finishing. I know there are two gray skills, okay, but I am not worried about two gray skills, two, because for every gray skill added, two white skills are added. So I'm just going to close my eyes for that, for the sake of saving conditions, okay, for the sake of saving money. So then what is left is your bravery. So for bravery, I am going to, because it is on the green side, it gives you high value. So along with that, you get creativity also, which is gray again. So that will, you should actually time it properly. You can actually, for if you want a perfect this thing, you can actually use this any other drill from the this thing where you actually avoid grace, okay. So likewise, you have to scrutinize every drill and choose what is best. If your aim is to save conditions, you can actually do that. Or if your aim is to actually create a mutant player, then don't go for all these things. Just use the drills, avoid grace, and train a semi-mutant or a mutant. Okay. All right. So that is about training individually. Well, like I mentioned earlier, for every special ability or special role you train, you require a total of 800 experience points, okay. So for every 16 experience points, you gain one cone, okay, like you see here. So that's about it. And always choose less you choose the drills that have less amounts of skills. That will actually save you condition, okay. Even while training also, you require a certain experience points for actually gaining one skill, okay. That's the basic idea of drills, and that's how you do it. And all this what I told is based on a player who is only 18-year-old, okay. So I hope nobody slept, and I apologize once again for this kind of a video. I'm really sorry, but anyway, thank you for listening. And that's it, guys. uh, that's all about training and analysis, okay. So this is Justy signing off from Charlie's Diary. Take care, guys.